Hey guys, and welcome to the Shrewsbury Biscuit Podcast with me, Alex Whiteley. Today, lots of fun. I'm bringing an old friend of the show back in for the first time in ages. And this is what happens with a podcast. I mean, I speak to people, they go away, they live their lives, and then they reappear a few years later. But I mean, today's guest, Rachel, Spirograph Girl, we did keep in touch for a bit, and I have made a genuine friend there, so it's nice to bring her back on. But you know what? If you're listening to this and you've been on the Shrewsbury Biscuit Podcast and we've fallen out of touch and we haven't spoken to each other in ages, then please get in touch. I'd love to get you back on the show. I mean, it's all about community, right? It doesn't mean, not every guest has to be a flash in the pan. Do you know what I mean? So yeah, well, we got a Spirograph Girl coming back on today on the show, and it's really fun. I just want to say, by the way, before we get into this, thank you so much we had a lot of love for the episode last week at the Soldiers of Shropshire Museum, based inside Shrewsbury Castle. They're doing their own version of The Traitors, which is cool. I'm really excited about it because they've invited me to come along and do my thing. I think that's going to be good. Let me just give it a quick Google, remind myself of just a reminder. This is all recorded kind of live. I don't care. Right, okay, Traitors at the Castle. So you can go onto ticketsource.co.uk and you can buy your tickets. It's Traitors at the Castle, a night of secrets, spies and suspicion in wartime Shrewsbury. And that is on the 13th of March. So if you like the Traitors, you want to get involved with an immersive game, then that's where you can get your tickets, 13th of March. And I'm going to be there. So that's cool. It was a really good interview last week. I really, really enjoyed it. But today's guest is all about creativity. We all find creative, vices in different places. Some people like music, some people like martial arts, some people like drawing, and Rach found Spirograph just like something that keeps her mind going. And we're going to learn out more about that. We'll recap in this episode, so you don't have to go back. I mean, by all means, go back and listen to the previous episode, but we'll fill in the gaps with this one too. So, ladies and gentlemen, without further ado, I'm going to give you a Spirograph Girl on the Shrewsbury Biscuit Podcast. Let's go!
I said I took my lumps, roll with the punches, made my bed, ignored my hunches. I focused on the wrong stuff, but baby, you out of change now. Let them talk, let them talk, let them talk. Took my lumps, roll with the punches, made my bed, ignored my hunches.
Right, so guys, back at the apartment. We've been on our travels recently. Oswestry Library. We went to Shrewsbury Castle. I've been here, I've been there, everywhere. But today, I'm very happy because I'm bringing back. I just put on Instagram an old friend of the show that ages us. I mean, in a weird way. But what I'm saying is, my guest today came on a podcast a long time ago and created such a great reaction.
It was before COVID.
It was before COVID.
It was literally, I think, a couple of months before COVID. So It was 2018.
It was in the parade, wasn't it?
Yeah.
We had the studio in the parade. And it's Rachel, Spirograph Girl. How are you? You good?
I'm good. How are you? Long time no see.
Long time no see.
Well, there was a pandemic in our defence.
There was a pandemic and lots of life to live after that pandemic, wasn't there?
Indeed. Well, I moved up north for a bit and I've come back.
I remember because we kept in touch for a little bit afterwards, didn't we? And you were like,
yeah.
because you.
I was happy to come back on and not be Spirograph Girl, but then it just didn't happen. And then do you know what? This podcast. I was chatting to a guy at the football the other day, and he's like, "I'm listening to the podcast from episode 1." Thank you so much for doing that, by the way. There's lots of people that do that. They'll listen. You don't have to listen to the Shrewsbury Biscuit as a serial thing. I do. I listened to Chris's episodes.
Yeah.
More recently, the Shrewsbury from Where You Are Not.
Yes, good guy. He's
an old college friend. I say friend. We haven't seen each other in years, but I imagine if I saw him again today, we'd just pick up from where we left off, much like you and me.
Yeah, that's.
I have a lot of those kind of friends.
Those are kind of the good friendships, though, aren't they? The ones that
the ones that are like, oh, it's been a decade,
but I still remember the vibes.
Yeah.
You've brought biscuits, Fox's biscuits as well. Good, that's really good, by the way, because we've done this survey many times. Is that what's your favourite biscuits? And Fox's biscuits, the creams, always comes at the top.
I wouldn't say they're my favourites.
They're god tier, or a chocolate hobnob.
No, I'm not a hobnob.
No.
kind of person. It's too much texture.
I was having a go at a chocolate digestive a couple of weeks ago,
I like a dark
and
chocolate.
I did too many
digestive.
dunks, and it went everywhere. Now, like, it's a catastrophe. It's a catastrophe.
That's your own fault.
Yeah, absolutely. You dunk
Sorry,
more than you dare.
You were raised English, right?
Yeah.
There's no excuse. Like,
We should know our dunk ability.
exactly.
And
Like, it's the first thing they teach us in school.
It's like, how do you do? I imagine that's how a lot of America feels like. We do things in schools like, how do we do our biscuits?
I do have a few American friends who texted about the tea alarm prank. They were like, "Is this real?"
We did when we did USUK, US UK, a lot during the pandemic. We did lots of cooking things, and one of the things was Tom Bruno, my ex co-host up in Vermont, coached Jamie Westwood from USUK Chronicles how to make their version of biscuits.
Sorry.
You know that it's all right. You can chew on the microphone.
ASMR chewing. No.
How to make their, you know, those savoury scone things that they call biscuits.
Oh, they're like dumplings, not dumplings. You know, like
They look like dumplings, but
yeah,
they're like
the stuff that like
a doughy ball.
yeah, you put the meat over them.
Great, this thick, gloopy
What are
gravy.
they called? They look
Biscuits
rough,
and
whatever they
gravy.
are. Yeah, whatever they are. They look rough. It's not my thing.
So when I say I'm dunking biscuits in my tea, they're like, what? And tea's usually cold. Usually cold there, iced tea. So you're dumping your...
I guess it depends where you are.
Tom used to wind me up. He's like, I'm going to get my tea out the fridge.
Oh, that's iced tea then, surely. Wait, is Vermont cold? Or?
Vermont's cold.
Right, well.
Yeah, near the Canadian border.
Then
He's like, I could pee from my back garden onto the Canadian border. I was like, okay, it's a good imagery. Okay.
Well, then he needs to sort himself out. Iced tea is not the way forward.
Black iced tea as well.
Oh, God. That's
I know.
not acceptable.
I know. I do miss my American my American family over there. Like, they're amazing, and I feel like now we could do more kind of fun happening between us and them, just to kind of like bridge the gap a little bit more, because obviously there's lots going on over there.
Yeah.
I've still got lots of loved ones over there. Do you know what I mean? So Monday.
Yeah.
We were talking about a USUK reunion. Bringing Tom and George and Dave from California. That would be an amazing live show. That would.
Yeah, it would be. I remember watching. And
You made your business cards for me, didn't you?
I did. I did
They're so brilliant.
the logo as well. No, the jingle.
Yes.
I got the sound waves of the jingle. And
Was it the jingle or was it me going peace out?
No, it was the jingle.
Was it the jingle?
Yeah, because I deliberately put it through, and I remember getting it. Really spending time
Brilliant.
getting it right.
So if you've had a business card from me and you got the audio wave in the back, it's Rachel did that. So
Yeah, graphic designer.
graphic designer. So yeah, that's good. We need to do a recap, because obviously the last time we spoke to you was 2019. Spirograph Girl. But before you were Spirograph Girl, you were just Rachel. And where does Rachel hail from? Where did you begin?
Rachel is from Shrewsbury.
Yes.
Rachel has travelled. Why am I talking in third person?
I do that all the time. Alex. Once.
So, previously on the Rachel show. So Rachel is from Shrewsbury.
Salopian, born and bred, yeah.
Yep. From near the Red Barn pub.
Or the Red Cow, as I called it the other day. I did
Really?
like a review of the Indian they got there.
Oh, is it any good?
Indian food's amazing.
I haven't been yet.
That God tier.
Okay. good
God
to know.
tier. And so I did a little review, but I keep calling it the Red Cow. My wife's like, it's the Red Barn. Okay, I'm really sorry.
But yeah, Shrewsbury born and bred. Went to Coleham. Went to
Same as my
Priory,
lad.
sixth form. And then when I was about 19, Mum was like, do you want to go to university? I was like, not really, because I didn't really enjoy education for reasons that will become more clear. She said, great, because I don't particularly want to pay for it. So she shipped me off to France, and that sort of started...
In a box, like the animals in
yeah,
Madagascar.
yeah, exactly,
Madagascar, like,
yeah.
oh, this is
I was drugged by my mother, is what I'm trying to say.
this is San Diego Zoo.
I'm the monkey doing the signing. But yeah, so I was sent off to France, did a bunch of summer jobs and stuff through my 20s.
How incredible, though, to have that experience.
It was really awesome. And then ended up in Germany, au pairing for quite some time, Hamburg, Germany. So, and I still talk about them every day. Like they're still my little German family. So.
Kaz,
all
my
grown
wife,
up
she was
now.
an au pair in Canada for a year.
No way. It's a really good experience to have, I've got to say. And it's a very easy way to get into a country as well, because you've already got a house.
I work for you and I live in your house.
Literally. So like two of the biggest things sorted, and you've got the food and the accommodation like fixed. The only, like, I would say go with care, because I definitely had some bad experiences finding my lovely au pair family, but yeah, it is a really, really good experience.
There's actually a lot of red flags when it comes to like modern day slavery with stuff like that.
Yeah, there is. Yeah. And that's why I would always say, like, have someone on, in your home country that knows exactly where you are at all times. Have a test week. Don't just sign the year-long contract. Like, have a test, come back. Appreciate not everybody's in that financial situation with flights and stuff like that. But, the host family, if they want to get the right au pair, then they'll pay it,
Yeah.
So, yeah, that's like safety tips. Just be sure that there's always someone there.
Yeah.
And if you can, like, even if it's like a friend of a friend, if you know someone in the area, have them check in as well. Because like in Hamburg, I had another au pair family, and I had a couple of friends, like not quite in Hamburg, but like Munster and Hanover and stuff like that. So close enough to get on a train and come and look after me.
Like
worst
a
case
ripcord.
scenario. Yeah. So yeah, I would just say, just be sensible, play it safe, have lots of video calls before you agree to anything. And if you can, do a test week and check that you actually all like each other. Because in fairness, you're going and living in their home and they might hate you as well. They might just be like, this is not for us.
We're having a slob in our house. Get out.
Like, they might actually just want a babysitter for cheap and realise, actually, this isn't the way forward. So...
He's vegan. He's vegan. We like steak. No, I'm joking.
That was occasionally an issue.
Really?
Well, yeah. But anyway, then I met a Swedish guy. We were together for 7 years, travelled around a lot together. Both of us lost a parent during that time. I ended up back in Shrewsbury. It didn't work out with the lovely Swede. Ended up back in Shrewsbury, met you.
Yes, met the biscuit guy, and life just transformed into the rose it became.
Yes, I often say you were my big break.
Yeah, I was on the Shrewsbury Biscuit,
In fairness,
it's on your CV.
The Swedish guy, like, fair play to him. He was the one that sent out like my work to loads of blogs and stuff like that, because he was like, "You're so good at this. Like, people need to see it."
Your work is good.
Thank you so much.
It's really incredible. Have you always been artsy? Has it always been a thing in the back of your mind?
Yes and no. Yes and no. I started sort of like my creative journey, if you will. Like, I could always draw. I can draw, like I can doodle, and it doesn't look like just a stick man. I can like I'm naturally quite sketchy, but that sounds weird. I'm naturally very good at sketching, but I didn't really have as huge a passion for it at a younger age as I do now.
Okay.
Probably because I was busy, like, traveling the world and getting drunk and meeting
life
people.
Experience.
Yeah. So, yeah, I mean, I spirographed and I was artsy when I was little, and I loved a craft or two, but it certainly wasn't like a big thing for me.
Do you remember the first time, your first spirograph? The first time you ever did it?
Yeah, I was 9, like everybody else.
Yeah. Back then, did it like have the impact on you? Then did it like spark something? And what I'm saying is, like, the opposite of a Vietnam flashback, but like for happy times when
So I, to an extent, like it was one of those things that, like, I should probably mention, I got diagnosed with ADHD recently, and it explains a lot. But I did look like a bunch of different things, and then just left them. Like that, and Spirograph was one of them when I was little. And I had started like this big A3 page, and bear in mind I was like 12, something like that. I started like putting all the spirographs like that I'd made, colouring them in, cutting them out, and putting them on a page, collaging them. And my dad went, "Oh, that's really good, Rachel. I'm really proud of you. That looks really good." And so naturally I was like, "No, well, it's been approved, therefore it's not fun
not cool anymore." Yeah.
It's been approved by
that's the best way to
my house.
The best way to kill off an annoying song habit that your child has. Just say you really love it, and then they'll
But, you know, I'd started to get like a good quarter of this A3 page was done. It looked really nice. And so I picked it up while I was au pairing again. And that was Childhood Dreams. That was my first one. And initially I just wanted to finish it, just get a bunch of my stuff done that I'd just left over the years. And it's still one of my best sellers. And I really did I picked it back up and I really enjoyed like learning about the mathematics of it and like bringing all the colours together. I'm very into like mixing colours. Cheers. Ooh, to Spirograph. So yeah, I think it's a lot more of a passion. Previously it was sort of like a means to an end. Like I had an idea in my head and that's how I got it out. And now that's sort of evolved and developed from there.
And as developed and I've been keeping an eye on you. I've been watching your work.
Go on.
The map of the world was just incredible.
The second one or the first one?
The most recent one. Let me have a look.
There's two. Gonna say the world map one. That was it was 2013. So 13 years ago, something like that. And that's recently sold. Like. It's been sent off to America, sent off to Chicago. I know, I miss it. I wouldn't sell it for years because it was the first sort of like viral video that I had when 25,000 views in one day meant something. Because again, this was 13 years ago. So, it was still Charlie bit my finger and stuff like that.
Well, people love that sort of stuff though. I mean, John Edwards is going out and cleaning graffiti off things, and he's doing amazing jobs cleaning signs.
Videos, the rug cleaning videos.
Cleaning signs is something that is just taken off in this country. I don't know what it is. I don't know if
rightly so.
It's just something's very satisfactory
because the government's not doing it.
No.
So we're taking it into our own hands and we're cleaning our signs because otherwise, how will we know where Leominster is?
Or how to pronounce it. So funny watching the foreigners go, Leominster.
They had to say it in my driving test.
Yeah?
She said, we're going left towards Leominster, or otherwise known as Leominster. Because I had to read the sign.
My wife is, because she's obviously South American, she's got an amazing accent, I love it, but she says Warwick as well. That's just
cute.
But yeah, these things take off, and in fact John's group has got tens of thousands of followers now because people I think just enjoy watching the dirty become clean, or in your case something that
nothing becomes something.
This build up of these intricate circles and patterns and flowers and these kind of patterns that Spirograph make transform into something else. So taking something that looks the way it looks like a spirograph and then turn it into a dragon or turning it into a world map.
You have been following.
I have been following.
That dragon is now in a children's play therapy room.
Really?
Which I really love because the whole point of it was like one of my little cousins, he was actually quite scared of it on webcam. He was like, it's a massive, well, in fairness, it's massive compared to him. Like he's 10 now, but he was only like 4 or something at the time. But we got him to actually stroke the scales. And the whole point of Spyro, as I call him, Spyro the dragon.
Spyro, I love that.
The whole point is that he may look scary, but if you touch him, like he's actually very friendly. And you can feel the scale. Like I encourage people to feel the scales on him because there's literally thousands of them.
Imagine a giant dragon.
Yeah.
And all the scales. Well, everything on it is spirograph, but it's got this beautiful spiral scale, spirograph scales.
So it's a shape of a dragon with a red background and then lots of grey little spirograph pieces making up the scales. So
no, I imagine that spirograph is an age old thing, isn't it? It was something that I remember when I was younger, and I don't know if it's like a big thing still. Is it something that is still popular enough to be able to get the parts?
Still a bestseller, yeah.
Really, that's incredible.
Would you like to hear the big news?
Please,
do you want your present first, or do you want the big news? Like this.
So Rachel's brought me a present.
Brought you a present.
Listeners decide which we do. Let's go for the present first.
Okay.
And
then I'll tell you the big news, and we'll get into the history of Spirograph.
Okay, so I've got a present. So
I've made you a canvas. Do you want me to describe it for the listeners,
yes,
or would you like to describe it in your?
I'll have a look.
Dulcet tones.
So I'm being handed. Oh my gosh.
Well, you said your previous canvas
got destroyed by damp.
Yeah.
Our stuff stayed in storage for a year before we moved into this apartment, and it got eaten by damp. And
it happens.
So I've been handed a beautifully black painted canvas. with a really intricate spirograph design.
Greens and golds.
It looks like a meadow of spirographs, which is
a nice way to say it.
And there's one that looks almost like something that you'd see under a microscope, like like how atoms are formed and stuff. That looks beautiful.
I love how people see different things. Like I've really noticed that, like, boys and girls. That sounds bad. Boys and girls see things very differently. Like men especially tend to like the white on black colouring.
Yeah.
And then women tend to like the sort of colour on white. But, it really depends on who, who's who and what's what.
I love, like there's this, obviously it's a collage, so the 3D effect of it is just incredible. This is really beautiful. Thank you so much.
That's okay.
That's really nice.
Thank you for having me. And, it's rude to turn up to somebody's house without a gift.
I think that's definitely going on my wall. I've got a wall of just little bits that people brought me over the podcast over the years. Aww. That's definitely going on my wall next to John Edwards' picture.
Very
Thank
good.
you so much.
No
That's
worries.
really nice. How do you come up with a composition like this? Is it just you come up with it as you go, or do you plan it in your head before?
Well, with this one, for the listeners, there are black borders on this canvas, as in, like, it's not the edges of the canvas. There's actually, like, a line between sort of the artwork and the edge.
Yes.
So I knew I wanted some borders, and I knew I wanted it to look almost like you're looking through a window, but to have this, like an overlap. I wanted an overlap so that you could tell that it was a border. So, I'll be honest, that was actually using up, I've been going through and sorting all of my artwork stuff. And that was using up a lot of, like, previous projects. Spirographs, so ones that just never got, like, they I liked them, but they weren't quite right for the composition at the time. And
so you put them to one side.
Yeah, I
don't
throw them. But yeah, I'm doing a series at the moment called the Offcut series, because they all deserve a place. They're all very beautiful, and yeah,
this is stunning. I love it. Thank you so much.
Thank you for having me.
Is this something that you do to relax still?
Yes.
Yeah. And do you think it helps with your ADHD? Do you think it kind of creates another thing for your mind to think about with your ADHD?
I call it micro creativity, if that makes sense. Because each shape, like, I'm still surprised by some of the shapes, because I don't just use, like, the Spirograph brand. I use a lot of brands. Like, I've got this lovely company, Plan Arc. They send me free stuff occasionally, which is very sweet of them.
Nice.
I've got, like, knockoffs. Every single pack brings new patterns, and in fairness, like, even some that I haven't done yet, like, or haven't seen yet, or can't remember. So it's that micro creativity of, like, you do a page of spirographs, and, like, a lot of the ones that you've seen then become new ones from different colours and stuff like that. So although, yes, they're all going towards one big piece, they're tiny little bits of creativity. And so it's just that consistent, like, bit of dopamine. Like,
I imagine you Scrooge McDucking it into a big pool of spirographs.
Yeah, that's it. That's how I live, yeah.
Swimming in spirographs.
Well, I'm very lucky, actually, that my least favourite bit is the cutting out, and my boyfriend has now taken to just cutting out for me, because he finds that bit really soothing. So he's very autistic.
I love that. Darling, you know what to do. Get on with it.
He's just really autistic, bless him.
Oh, that's really nice.
So I think he does enjoy watching me work as well, which is very sweet of him. But he likes to sort of, like, just take my box of stuff ready to cut and just start cutting away. And he said he finds it very soothing. He's like, I wouldn't say I enjoy it, but it's, like, soothing. It's not like...
Imagine he hears the spirograph going and gets it, yes, dear. You don't even have to say anything.
Spirograph boy.
That Spirograph Girl and a trusty sidekick.
Spirograph boy.
Spirograph boy.
Look, kids have started calling me Spirograph lady. Because I'm getting old.
Yeah.
And that's okay. Like, I'm happy to be Spirograph lady.
Yeah. It's one of those things, isn't it? That's the coming of age. But it's this very, very creative. I don't know. What I love about it is, like you mentioned, there's different patterns. So, like, different brands, different inks.
Thousands,
It's just a different pattern every single time. You're getting the help of a machine, but it's creating art that's that identifies
Tool.
individual
I would say
view.
a tool as opposed to a machine.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
A tool.
But
you are creating something with that becomes something super unique. And that taps into people's brain individually, right? I mean, that's cool.
Yeah, I mean, it's actually called a trochoid.
A trochoid?
Indeed. A hypercycloid or a hypertrochoid is like, it depends on how many angles, how many times you do the angle, basically. There's a lovely lady called Jenny. Oh, I'm trying to remember her name. She's absolutely lovely. I'll send you the link. But she actually explains, like, she did her dissertation on how spirographs work and how you see them in nature and stuff like that. So the rotation of the planets, for example, is actually trochoids.
Oh, wow.
So, very little trochoid, like very wide trochoids, but they don't just go in a circle. They go on an angle infinitely. So,
and that's what I love about it, because it's maths, isn't it?
It is, yeah.
It's maths.
But it's maths before maths was given numbers.
And maths is like, it looks like numbers and graphs and things, but it's nature. Maths is nature. Yeah. It's how the universe works.
Just by another name. Amusingly, my sister just got her PhD in maths.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So she's now Dr. Rosie Mathematics. It's a bit terrifying.
Mrs. Mathematics or Mrs. Spirograph?
Dr. Mathematics.
Dr. Mathematics. Dr. Mathematics and Mrs. Spirograph Girl.
Sure.
What was the big news?
Oh, so have you ever heard of Dennis Fisher?
I can Google him.
Denys.
Den.
It's very on topic. He is the he passed away in 2002. He's the inventor of Spirograph. I say inventor. He created the first sort of toy, shall we say, version of it. I've got a blog about the history of Spirograph and how you can see it in nature, and like there's definitely like cycloid machines before it. But this was the first one sort of like created to be used by lots of people. Mm-hmm. In 67, I think. Don't hold me to any of these numbers.
1967, you got it right.
Did I? Well done, me. So basically, like I say, passed away in 2002. But his son, for years, I'd wanted to do a portrait of him, a picture which I did send. I sent you a picture of it on WhatsApp. But I wanted to do a portrait of him for years, but naturally, his family's still alive. So I was trying to get in touch with them, trying to find like his various children and stuff, but there's very little about anything other than Spirograph. Like I knew that his two wives' names. So he divorced and then had a new wife. And so I knew that there were children from both those marriages, but I just couldn't find anyone. I was like, where are the Fishers? Where are you? Turned out the youngest follows me on Instagram.
Oh, well, awesome.
And commented and was liking a lot. And I went onto his page. I was like, what is this? Because it was a weird username. So it's like Lakes.
That's the problem with Instagram, isn't it?
Yeah, it was Lakes Buddhist. I was like, what? What is a Buddhist in a lake? Like, turns out he's from the Lake District and he does practice Buddhism anyway. So
quite telling then.
That'll be why. So I went onto his page and sure enough, there was a picture of Dennis Fisher and I immediately recognised him, but, in a picture I'd never seen before because it was a picture of him holding his youngest son. And I messaged Lakes Buddhist, turned out to be Duncan. And I said, sorry, don't mind me. Are you actually Dennis Fisher's son? Or is this just trying to get attention or something like that? Because, Instagram's weird.
Never know, yeah.
It was him. He's writing a book about his father, and he basically said, if you I managed to get the permission to do the portrait because it was his older brother that took the photo that I used as a reference. And he basically was like, my dad would have been really proud of you. I was just like, oh my God, I've made it. And I am not ashamed to say that I called my dad and I cried. It's just like,
so poetic.
Daddy, I've made it. Literally weeping. Because, somebody who was there when it was invented was like, this is really good. Like, and he's said since that, like, I've taken it, like, it's a cool toy, but apparently I've taken it because Dennis Fisher was not particularly artistic. He was an engineer. He really wanted people to go out and make art with it. And sure enough, that's what a lot of people have done. And so for the book, I've created a portrait of Dennis Fisher for the cover out of Spirograph.
Beautiful.
Yeah, so it's a portrait.
Oh, you're getting me
Dennis
emotional
Fisher.
now. That's like a Netflix series. Right?
I'm seriously thinking of doing a documentary. So if you fancy helping me with the audio, because I
Absolutely.
need help with audio.
Try and stop me.
I'm a visual person, as you can tell.
That's incredible. I can relate to that with. Oh, not in that way though. I mean, I got to meet Kevin Smith and take a photo of him where I looked like I was having really seriously weird sexual thoughts. I mean, honestly,
That's okay.
That photo for me is just like, oh my God, I had my one opportunity to take a picture with Silent Bob. And I look like I'm holding in a fart. That's
okay. That's all right.
My wife was speaking to his daughter the other day because Biscuit Behind the Boom. There you go. Biscuit Behind the Boom is a podcast I started. It is coming back. I'm just finding the time to get it in. Speaking about TV, movies, theatre and stuff.
Awesome. Yeah.
And she messaged Harley Quinn and she was like, ooh, maybe there's something we can do. So you never know. What I'm saying is, if I got to do a podcast with one of the greatest pioneers of podcasting, Kevin Smith, I'd probably be feeling just as elated as you are.
It was really cool. Because the thing is, I'd given up ever meeting. Like, I knew that he'd passed away.
Of course, yeah.
And in fairness, I didn't actually start spirographing until properly, like how I do now. I didn't really start until after, long after he'd passed away.
I think I had a spirograph when I was 8.
Yeah.
8. I remember I did it. It went zzz,
everybody did.
Zzz. I went, that's cool.
Yeah.
Next.
I stuck with it.
Because I did what everybody else did. I saw it made a nice little pretty flower shape. I went, that's cool.
Yeah.
But you've taken it onto a whole nother level. I mean, some of the shapes themselves you get out of pieces of art, and then you put them together into these amazing collages.
Yeah.
Incredible.
I know, sorry, not a bit. Yeah, I know. I am really talented.
Yeah. I'm a spirographer.
I'm really good at this. I enjoy it as well. So.
Since I spoke to you last time, I think you were working on the dragon last time. I think you were.
Yes,
you were working.
He is long finished. Bless him, and he's in the play therapy.
And then you did the second world map.
I did. Yeah.
Where did that come from? Is that because you sold the other one and you were like, I want another one?
No, I sold the first one recently. But basically, I think it was sort of it was 10 years since I'd done the first world map. And that, in fairness to that video, it launched my career. It's still what I'm most known for. And so I looked at it and it was not my best work technically. I'd come on so much since then. So I just wanted to do it a bit better, if I'm completely honest. I do love the first one, and people really appreciate the first one because it's sort of accessible and, people, you can envision yourself doing it. But I had come on so much as an artist, as opposed to not just a spirograph artist, but as an artist as well, that I was I want to do a bigger, better version of this. And so I did. And I used a bunch of different techniques that I'd already learned and that I'd learned throughout the years on the various other canvases. So.
And what's the smallest you can do a spirograph on? Because I imagine they're handy for you're doing a world map and you're doing the UK to try and be able to do that, represent that in such a small way.
With the Spirograph brand, there is actually the world's smallest spirograph kit.
Really?
Yeah, it does exist. I've got one. It's not great. But if you use wild gears, you can get really, really small.
I guess you cut that out with a hole punch.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, I'm not even joking. But with Spirograph, you can't get that small unless you sit there with various different I've got some really small ones, really small cogs, and then bigger wheels, and you sort of do it in the middle and everything. But if you want to go really small and still get patterns, then you do have to go to the wild gears.
So you can still get quite intricate with line work and stuff.
Yeah. And you can get square versions and stuff like that. But I think probably the smallest complete trochoid that I've made is probably about
half an inch.
So yeah, I'm just putting my fingers up trying to figure it out. Maybe a centimetre. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Imagine those tiny little needles. Inside it.
Yeah.
That's
Oh, you need a very thin pen, thin nibbed pen. The thinnest of nibs that you can get.
Thinnest of nibs that you can get.
Micron pens. That's all I'll say.
Oh, I love that. Since we last met, spoke. Commissions, have they come in? Have been people been asking you to make stuff? Does that happen a lot for you? Does it pay the bills? I mean, how does it work?
It doesn't pay the bills, but it's the sort of thing that I would do anyway. Like I'm a graphic designer and marketing manager in my real life.
Brilliant at it too.
Thank you very much. And yeah, I work for a cargo insurance company. Sorry, if my boss is listening, I don't mean to sound quite so enthused. Sorry, but it is actually a lovely job. So my day-to-day is taken up with that, and then the artwork is a really nice side hustle, basically. And I don't think I would want it to pay the bills because
been there, done that.
Yeah, I've spoken to quite a few artists. Like, not just Spirograph. First of all, my stuff takes a long time. If somebody, like, even the digital stuff takes a long time. So realistically, it's not financially viable. And also it's something I do when I'm chilling. It's something that calms me and soothes me.
Yeah.
To sit there and do it all day, every day. Like, I don't think I'd have the right structure. So I just, I have... Commissions are open always, and I have prints up for sale and various products and things. But honestly, like it's not something I would ever really try to be full time at.
There's a guy in Shrewsbury called Daniel Catt. Are you aware of him?
Rev Dan Cat.
Yeah.
Yeah, we have met.
You've met?
Yeah, he's lovely.
So
he's got a piece as well, actually.
I've got a piece of his as well somewhere.
Have you?
I haven't got room for it in my wall. I've got like this massive wad of like art that I can't put on the wall. But
when I moved back to Shrewsbury, he'd commented on a couple of people's posts saying there's a Spirograph workshop lady.
I imagine you two, because for the listeners at home, if you don't know who Dan go to Rev Dan Cat on Dav Rencat on Instagram. He's got like this amazing print. It's not. I think I
know where you're going with this.
He intricate lines and geometry. The kind of his specialty. He'll put like a pattern onto the computer and then he'll just let it do its thing, and the pen will just go around the page. And with your spirographs, I think if you guys made art together, you'd blow people's minds.
I can imagine. It's a very different process.
Yeah, so absolutely.
I'll openly admit that I am chaos when I'm doing this. Like, I very much go where the spirit takes me, where the intuition takes me. And everything. There is no plan.
You find yourself making stuff and going, what can this be? And as you're making
literally, there was some thought behind the one I've given you in that I put some tape down before I started sticking. But
it does remind me of Poison Ivy. I was like, that meadow look, kind of, it's nice. I love that.
Because it will choke you.
Batman.
So yeah, it's just I'm very much. I don't even think about which patterns I'm making. I sort of take whatever I've got down, and I think I want to play with that one today, and I see what happens. And that's probably why I've got so many offcuts.
How many pens do you go through? And
I'll send you a picture. I've got so many pens. I've got 2 CD racks. Do you remember the old CD racks?
Oh, yes.
And basically I've put the shelves on a bit of an angle so that I can put the pens in them. And I've got 2 of them filled with pens.
Darling, I'm just going to the pen room. I love that.
Yeah. It's a lot of pens. People sort of walk in and just like, how many pens?
I love that you've got this this when you're just sat there and you're spirographing, you've just got this brain map on the table in front of you. You just your brain's just emptied onto the table.
It's very nice. You're going to say brain map implies some sort of organisation, like somebody, a cartographer has been involved. There is no organisation. I get a new canvas.
Look what comes out of chaos.
This one. I like this one. This one's pretty. Let's put it next to that one. And
Brilliant. Yeah. So, like with the website and stuff, is there lots of traffic there? Are people buying things off you? Because you got the shop on there as well, haven't you? People buy stuff.
I do. I've got a Redbubble. Yeah, it's mainly phone cases. Funnily enough,
Do you sell a lot of them?
I sell a lot of phone cases. Yeah, like loads. You know, I only get like £2 per phone case because it's like a print-on-demand shop.
Yeah.
Like that's why I say it will never be a full-time living because, you know, if I sell 10 phone cases, like that's £20 a month. Like, you know, a couple of drinks for sure. But
the website I used to use for my T-shirts, I used to use it and they like, what's going on in America right now? Shipping is just extortionate, so there's no point in doing it. So people can't buy Shrewsbury Biscuit T-shirts unless they're in America.
that's annoying.
Yeah, so I'd like to
Redbubble. I'd recommend Redbubble.
You design T-shirts on there.
I can design T-shirts for you if you want.
Nice. I do like. Yeah. I mean, I love my graphic design. Affinity is like always open on my computer. Like,
I love Affinity.
I'm always making stuff.
I love Affinity.
Like these.
Just complete tangent, ladies and gentlemen. If you are crying at the Adobe prices, check out Affinity.
It's free now because Canva bought it, and they were
Did they?
Yeah, and they were like, "Here's a free thing." At first, I hated it. I was kind of like, "No, absolutely not. Give me my designer."
Are you kidding? It's incredible. Like,
yeah.
I fell in love with it straight away because I was like, "You're free."
It's got the publisher and the design together, all in one app.
Oh, has it now?
Yeah.
Okay.
So you got your layout there.
That's amazing.
And then you've got your
yeah, because they initially had publisher separate, didn't they? Because I remember getting the beta of, because I've followed Affinity for years. Very technically nerdy now.
All the computer nerds out there, it used to be called sans serif, and then it went to Affinity, and now it's owned by Canva, which is, they've kind of incorporated it into their Canva layout and stuff.
I do love Canva as well.
Canva's cool as a basic thing. I was paying for the free one, but then I was using a lot of stuff on there.
You were paying for the free one?
Paying for the premium. Paying for the,
wow, you're being ripped off.
I was paying for the premium one, but then I was kind of like, but I'm doing a lot of stuff on there that's free anyway, so I stopped that.
Yeah, that's fair.
Yeah, that's how good it is.
It's mainly I do, so because I use it a lot for work. You can have all the brand kits in there because I manage about 9 brands at this point. So being able to like click between rather than like finding a load of stuff.
And the layering's a bit difficult, I think, on Canva. Sometimes it can be like, no, I want it there. Like, it can be a bit difficult.
You know, you can go into the layers tab.
Yeah. What am I thinking of?
I don't know.
But have you ever used an app that you've just like never sworn never to use again? Because that for me was Clipchamp.
I've not used Clipchamp. Adobe Express is actually really good.
Is that free?
It is, yeah.
Adobe Express. I think
they're trying to nick Canva. They're trying to. Adobe is very expensive, and rightly so. It's a very good product. It's really good. Like it's like Microsoft Office. Like they've just dominated. It does what it says on the tin. Fine, but
it's also like £1,000.
Yeah, it's really expensive. And so, finding those alternatives is great. But Adobe Express, I think, is because Canva has taken over so much, like, because it's just so much easier. Because everything's all in one place. There's the stock, there's the layout, there's the designs, there's the templates. Like, and for those who are not design savvy, you can just go in and amend.
It doesn't do captions though, which is annoying. Doesn't do.
Yes, it does.
Whenever I've looked for the
sorry, not to be. I don't want to be quite so rude, but like, yes, it does.
Subtitles.
Yeah, I'm sure it does.
I don't think it does. Whenever I've tried to do videos, I couldn't get the subtitles.
Might be the premium one.
Maybe. So what I'd do is I'd make the video, throw it onto Headliner, and use it as Headliner, or Clipchamp, which is the only.
So off topic. Sorry.
Maybe I might ADHD too. I mean, I don't know. I've gone on a tangent from one thing to another to another to another.
Oh, I tell you what, though, it's quite common. Neurodivergence is common.
Yeah, well, there's lots going on with me, so it wouldn't surprise me at all. And do you know what? Like,
do we need to talk about you?
We need to sit down.
Hold my hand. This is a safe space.
I feel like it might be a superpower when it comes to art and design, though, right? Because you can. I guess when you finally pick it back up.
Everybody says superpower. It's not.
Constantly distracted.
Well, right. so many ideas constantly thrown into my head, and like at the grand old age of 36, I've only just figured out like to have a notebook of ideas, so that I don't have to keep them in my head because I'm so terrified about losing them.
There are so many different apps for notes at the moment. So I have Samsung Notes, I have OneNote, I have there's loads of different. There's one for Samsung, one for Microsoft, there's one for Google. So now I've got lists everywhere.
Yeah. Well, like, I write poetry occasionally.
Ooh.
Very occasionally. And I came up with a line the other day, which was like, I've made these massive canvases, but would they be impressed if they knew it took me half a day just to get dressed?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Really.
Because, I've created these things where I'm sitting on the floor and my feet are freezing because I haven't put socks on. My dogs are, sitting on me going sort of like, are you okay? Like, you've gone a bit manic. And I put everything else before me. Like, I put the idea before my health. And like I say, at the grand old age of 36, and I only got diagnosed at 31, it has really taken a lot of management of myself. And indeed, getting the dogs has really helped because there has to be a routine for them. Otherwise, their poor little bladders, are buggered. I'm responsible for them. It has really taken a lot to become like organised and look after myself as well, and not just sort of like end up passing out at like 6 a.m. because I've been up all night throwing paint at the walls. Because it's not healthy. It's because
you don't know you're doing it. You don't know you're doing it.
No, you don't. You really don't. And, people say like, oh, well, without like poor mental health, we wouldn't have Vincent van Gogh and we wouldn't have the sunflowers and stuff like that. And I'm like, yeah, but we could have had so much more if he'd have been looked after properly.
Absolutely.
He was still an incredible artist. And I think it's Hannah Gadsby. She talks about how we had sunflowers because his brother looked after him. His brother helped him medicate. Helped not medicate, like helped it, got him doctors and everything and looked after him and paid his rent and stuff like that. We have Vincent van Gogh's work because of his brother, not because of the creative madness. He would have been dead in a ditch like long before he'd even created stuff if it weren't for his brother looking after him.
Yeah, and it's when, that these words didn't exist like neurodivergent. Yeah. It's weird, like a little segue. I was sat this morning eating my cereal, staring into space, whilst listening to the Vincent's Tale album as it is for what Ren has made.
It's the film, isn't it? The Vincent's.
No. So Ren is I think he's neurodivergent, but he's also got. He was misdiagnosed with bipolar for most of his life, but he actually had Lyme's disease. So given them the wrong medication.
That's a weird mix-up.
Yeah. Well, he was like, imagine like feeling like you want to drive as fast as a Ferrari, but you got a Mini Cooper that's broken down. Do you know what I mean? It's like he's no energy to do it. But his new album is Vincent's Tale, and it's a lot about people that are born in scenarios where they are surrounded by violence, and how does that do? How does violence move from generation to generation? How it's like almost like catching a flu, almost with violence and trauma.
Yeah.
And he uses the bedroom and the sunflowers an awful lot in that imagery, which I think is really cool. How you mentioned that without Vincent van Gogh's help, he wouldn't have been able to create those things.
Yeah.
Maybe that's the line that Ren's going down.
Edgar Allan Poe, his family just supported him. Like there are so many creatives that, realistically, the only reason that we've got their work is because they were supported by other people, by the for want of a better word, the normal folk who were able to actually like look after themselves as well as somebody else.
Yeah.
Living on my own has been both really eye-opening and really awful because on one hand, I've managed to get everything so that it's optimized to me and I'm able to, look after myself and enjoy my passions.
Sure.
But I really do benefit from having somebody else there to sort of manage my brain, like to help manage my brain. And I've seen
we all need that. We
Yeah.
all need a bit of help. And like, my problem was, I spoke to you in the kitchen. I was around the kettle talk, but about my issues, and that's because I wasn't asking for help. I was just like, "No, I've got this." Do you know what I mean? Like, and then what happened is I ran aground. Like, you know, when you start asking for help and you start, you know, realizing when you're in trouble, you need to ask for this help. That's
and you don't actually have to ask for help that much. You don't have to, like, if you're worried about burdening someone, you don't have to burden someone. Those resources are out there. You can just do a Google.
Yeah, you can.
People have created these wonderful resources. And, you know, there are methods already written down out there. You don't have to burden someone if that is what your worry is. But you also can, by all means.
This is one of the smartest segues I've ever made.
Go on. I'm excited for this.
One of the greatest tools I've found for helping me with my anxiety. So one of the things I used to get anxiety.
I have anxiety too. Anxiety twinsies.
Once a podcast is done, I need to edit it, do the artwork, throw it up onto my host, and then I need to write out the blurb. That writing out of the blurb used to give me so much anxiety because I'd be like, people will grammar check me, it'll be wrong, maybe I'll spell someone's name wrong, and that's happened in the past. ChatGPT has been one of the greatest things.
AI has been incredible.
So just to be like, I will write out my blurb, guys, but then I'll throw it onto ChatGPT and be like,
oh, it's amazing.
Check my spelling.
Tell you what, use Claude. Yeah, because ChatGPT with its like environmental issues and stuff like that.
Isn't it like overheating?
Yeah. No, it's water. Like apparently one search is like 20 kettles boiling or something like that.
Wow.
Yeah, it's really bad environmentally. Just FYI, folks. But if you use Claude, I believe they're a bit better. Like again, don't hold me to that. But it is a really handy tool, and actually I think that if you're editing it, there are podcast tools that do a like little summary for you.
There is I think I did one before. It listens to ChatGPT's tried to do it before. Actually, I'll drop my audio on there and be like, can you please give me a summary of what this audio is, and it did it, but it wasn't great.
Yeah,
it was like,
it's a tool. It's definitely
it's something for a basis, for a summary that you can work on.
Yeah, it's definitely a tool. As opposed to the answer, like, and that's okay. Like we all work with tools every day.
Do you think with what you do, because people talk about AI and art, and I agree it's unethical to say AI make me a picture of this and then use that as your album cover or whatever. I think that's stupid. It's good for ideas.
It's incredible for ideas and
great for ideas
briefs.
To work on. Yes, right. To work, you get this idea.
Me hours on Photoshop.
Yeah.
So I mean, just to be clear, I use ethical AIs. I have an Envato subscription for work. And recently what I've been doing, Envato, it's a stock media marketplace.
Okay.
So basically all the artists and the photographers and the musicians and stuff on there, they have consented to their work being used to program AI. To my knowledge, like, please, again, like, please do your own research.
Similar to like Anthony Hopkins saying, was it Anthony Hopkins?
I don't know.
Somebody that said you can use my voice for stuff.
Yeah.
Give the consent.
And if you give your consent, that's absolutely fine. But what I'm able to do is I sort of draw out my idea, I put it into Envato, and it makes it into like a photo.
Oh.
And again, it's because the consent has been given that I'm like, I'm okay with this, you know.
Yeah.
And also it's like, you know, it comes with the various licenses and stuff like that. Like everybody has agreed, everybody knows, like, and even if they aren't 100% sure what's going on, they have ticked the terms and conditions. You know?
Yeah.
That terms and conditions box makes liars out of all of us.
It's funny, it's mad how we all just press accept on websites.
Yeah, we should read it.
I've tried pressing decline a few times, and you know what? You still get to the website.
Do you?
Yeah.
Good to know.
Press decline now and again.
So AI, I personally think it definitely has its place. It's a tool. It is not a replacement for human creativity at all.
No.
But the problem is that's where we've started, and we're in that awkward sort of like in-between phase where we're getting to know what it is useful for. Like I've said, like medically, it's incredible because there's no room for human error. Admin, a lot of the mistakes in healthcare are admin errors. AIs don't get things wrong. Well, they do, but you know,
Well,
if you tell them not to get the admin aspect of it wrong, then they will learn to not get it wrong. So, you know,
as an experiment, and the reason why I brought this up was I dropped your website onto the AI, and I was like, write out some questions, and it did it for me. This is the first time I've ever done this, right? Mm-hmm. And these are the questions it's come up with. I've not looked at this once while we've been here. This is just
because it's not a replacement for human creativity.
Exactly.
Because you have got the questions
exactly.
yourself.
So it would be a crutch to fall on again, releasing me from a little bit of anxiety. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, that's fair. Absolutely.
So that's what's great. So with this, the spirograph world is safe from AI, is what I'm trying to say.
Well, yeah, it doesn't seem to understand what a trochoid is as yet. So.
I didn't want to be on the podcast and be like, "Yo, make me a spirograph thing," because I didn't want to be like,
Yeah, it has tried. I've done the odd, like, you know, I'm curious too. You know? And actually, one really fun thing that I did was I put my artwork through and I said, what does this sound like?
Oh.
Can you tell me, like, from the colours and things like that?
Interesting.
What does it sound like? And sure enough, it did pop up with some really cool music. Like, there was like one quite rocky one, like, because it was like black with orange on the top, and it was.
I'd go with like carousel music in a weird way.
Some of it, yeah. Don't get me wrong, but like depending on which design, because I put a few designs through, and like the world map one was very like ocean music.
I guess color palettes really.
Yeah,
sort of affect
it really does. Yeah.
What's your favorite sort of color palette? What's your lean to?
It changes. My boyfriend's going to laugh because I love green, and we play a game at home. Do I like it, or is it just green?
Which shade of green is it today?
Yeah, well, it's deep racing greens, I would say, and they're my favourite colours. But I love teal, teal, and like I love the white on black. I do really like that.
Something about that.
Yeah, like this one here.
Sin City is one of my favourite.
Sorry to the listeners, but that one's my favourite.
Yeah, so. One of my favourite movies is Sin City. I don't know if you've seen it.
Jessica Alba?
It's got lots of people in it. It's basically...
it's the comic book one.
Yeah. It's all black and white.
Yeah. Bruce Willis. Bruce Willis, yeah. I have seen it.
Gordon Levitt.
Eons ago.
Joseph Gordon-Levitt is in it as well, I think. It's one of those movies.
Christ, he must have been young.
He was in Third Rock from the Sun. Joseph
he was the baby, wasn't he? He was a little boy.
Sin City.
But playing the oldest alien out of all of them.
Yeah. Wow, we've got a great memory. Is it Joseph Gordon-Levitt? I need to look at this. But anyway, the point I'm making is that's kind of my kind of cue. I kind of like that. I love Batman. I mean, Batman's like my go-to, so I like to. I'm Batman. I love a burnt orange as well. I love burnt oranges.
I do, yeah. Oranges, it really depends. I don't enjoy working with red. That's the one thing I really don't like. For some reason, I just can't get into it. Like, pink is fine, but I just can't. I can't work with red.
That's interesting.
I've managed one because I'm trying to do the planets, and so I did Mars, and I did actually end up really enjoying it. But for some reason, I just don't gravitate towards red. Maybe because, like, I'm Rachel Evans Designs, so I don't want to be like RED, like bit of a cliche.
Yeah, I'll make you anything you like.
Yeah, so
as long as it's
red.
not.
Yeah, but I don't like. I just don't gravitate towards it. I tend to gravitate towards the greens and blues and.
I lied. It's not Joseph Gordon-Levitt.
Is that what you're looking at?
Yeah, sorry. I'm scrolling on my phone, which is very rude, but I was kind of like...
I was going to say, he must have been young to be in Sin City.
Maybe the second one.
Yeah, maybe.
Well, let's have a look. I mean... I
was going to say, before we move on from ADHD, I do want to talk about spirograph accessibility.
Joseph Gordon-Levitt. I knew he was there.
Who does he play?
He plays Johnny.
I should watch that again.
Yeah. So... I interrupted you, sorry.
No, that's fine. I can't remember what I said. I've got my little accessibility within spirographs. So I've mentioned the putting it through, what does the artwork sound like?
Sure.
One thing I'm really hoping to work on in the future, and if there are any people who, you know, such as yourself, who work with visual impairment sort of issues, one thing I really want to do is bring spirograph to the visually impaired. Because at the moment they're the only ones that can't really enjoy it because and that really sucks, and I really want to bring it to them. So if anybody in this vast network knows of anyone who works with those with visual impairments, fully blind, not blind, like, you know.
Somebody that can turn it into sound, though, is Andy McEwen.
That would be cool. I mean, not just sound, though, like tactile as well.
Lights and sound.
That sounds good. Lights. Oh, lighting it up. That would make it easier to see.
He could do... Oh, Andy, if you're listening to this... Wow, he's someone that, because he could have all these spinning in different like directions on.
I loved it.
He's the guy that lights up the inside of St. Mary's and stuff with giant like projections.
Can I be best friends with him?
I'll definitely like hook you up with him.
Yeah, that'd be great.
I haven't spoken to him in ages.
But also like tactile aspects. So I did like a couple of shifts at an old people's home, and there was a lady who, bless her, she was completely blind. And I wanted to do a spirograph session, but of course, how's she going to join in? That's not fair. Like, you know, everybody should be able to enjoy this. And so I brought like that sort of foam paper, so she could still do it and then feel the spirographs underneath once it was done. But it is the sort of thing that I don't have enough knowledge to bring. You know,
burn it into that stuff that holds flowers. You know, the green stuff that they use for.
Oh God, have you used that though? It's horrible.
Is it?
It's hideous. Sorry.
Well, I mean, I burn it into it. So people
Sorry to just throw your idea under the bus completely.
Just to rub it. Or even if you can create.
And it gets everywhere as well. And like my boyfriend was like, why don't you just use a normal pen? And I said, because they still shouldn't get ink on their hands. Like,
yeah.
So like I used a roller point, a ballpoint pen that had run out. But like that's something that I'm really passionate about. And I'm trying to work on something that is more accessible. So I'm trying to, and now I'm saying it live. Hopefully I'll.
If there's anybody that can help, get in touch with
Yes,
Biscuit,
please.
and I'll keep up with Rachel. Speaking on that, like I was watching Baby Driver the other day, which is bar Kevin Spacey, is one of my favourite movies of all time.
Oh, with the music.
So I was watching it and I didn't realise that every single gunshot goes to the beat of the song that's in the background. It's incredible. It's really beautiful.
Have you watched Amelie as well?
Never heard of it.
Amelie,
I heard of it, yes.
Film, the French film. Like there's things that you don't quite realise in because of course it's in French and we watch it with subtitles, but the whole film's a poem.
Oh.
Like if you listen to the narrator, he's actually like rhyming, and it's a poem aspect of it.
But like Dr. Seuss kind
yeah,
of.
people miss things, and that's okay.
I like reading things. Like Squid Game was great because of subtitles. It kind of added a bit of depth to it, and also Pan's Labyrinth is one of my favourite films.
Love Pan's Labyrinth.
I haven't seen it in ages, actually. I want to watch it. I need to make sure the kid's out of the way.
Soy una fauna. I love that film. Sorry.
Great. Definitely a great watch, but keep the kids out of the way. It's Big Friday.
Yeah, it is terrifying. Like when the fairies get eaten, like, oh God. I think Guillermo del Toro is just really good.
Yeah.
Director.
Is he the guy just done Frankenstein?
Yes.
Yeah. I haven't seen that yet.
I walked in on my sister watching it last night and I was like, have you got to the old man bit yet? She goes, no. I was like, it's going to be heartbreaking. Prepare yourself. It's very faithful to the book, actually.
Really?
Yeah. You know, she wrote that in a night. Speaking of mental health, Mary Shelley wrote Frankenstein in one night.
That's insane.
Yeah. And her husband had severe PTSD and stuff like that, like severe mental health issues. I don't think we will ever know exactly what he had, but...
putting those ideas into a page. Have you got any burning ideas in your brain that you just want to get out there but you haven't been able to yet?
Yeah, Twirladoodle. I want to make a far more an accessible spirograph, because at the moment it's sort of still sticking to what was created in the 60s, and what was created in the 60s is incredible. Like, please don't think that I'm dissing it at all. I love it. There are from somebody who struggled with dexterity, and also from the accessibility standpoint, there are improvements that could be made. And so...
What's Twirladoodle?
Well, that's something I want to make. I'm just saying it out loud because now I've said it. Hopefully I will bring it into existence.
Yeah.
So like, but I'm sitting there with like 3D modeling and stuff like that. And I'm trying to make a more accessible version, and also a more dynamic version, like where there's a bit more you're able to do rather than just circles and squares. So, you know, the original spirograph, there was a super spirograph as well, which never really carried on, where you could take like bits that you could clip together and make completely different shapes from that. So, you know, you still had the round thing that went round, but you could make, you know, an oblong, or like, you know, I've done like whole sessions where I've just done really weird shapes, like just clipped it all together and just gone round and see what happens and everything. So like just a slightly more dynamic, creative version of Spirograph, lovingly inspired by it, but trying to make it really accessible so that visual impairments can work with it. Those with really poor dexterity can work with it, because it is excellent for dexterity. But like, you know, the constant issue is, you know, oh, it slips out, I really struggle with it. People get impatient. You know, James May was on a documentary with an amazing artist, an amazing spirograph artist, and she was showing him how to do it, and he was like, it doesn't work. ADHD, speaking as an ADHD, I get it. I struggled with it too. And those who are impatient and can't do it straight away will just walk away. And that's not right. So I'm trying to create a more accessible version. So now I've said it to you, you can hold me responsible. And next time you see me, hopefully not in such a long time, you can be like, where's that twirladoodle?
Where's it gone?
Hopefully I'll be announcing it next time. next time I come on, I'll be like, so here's the news. I've got you a toy. I've got you another present, and it's my first whirladoodle.
But you're taking like concepts from the very beginning of Spirograph with your Denny Fisher book cover, the you know, the homage to him, and you're trying to evolve it into something that can be accessible for all, and that's beautiful. You
bring it into the modern world, because like, especially the 60s and 70s, like I don't think there was as much, if not understanding, there definitely wasn't as much knowledge, as widespread knowledge. And so accessibility, like I firmly believe if it's not accessible for everyone, it's not accessible.
Yeah.
And so that's something that I'm just really passionate about and want to work on. So
do you know what I'd love to see from you?
Go on. Should I write this down?
Yeah, absolutely. There are murals all over Shrewsbury. There are the BT,
I did apply. I applied
the BT boxes. Yeah. Matt Sewell's got the beautiful birds on the ark. You know, there's lots of beautiful murals. I'd love to see one of yours.
Are you trying to encourage me to graffiti?
Yeah. We won't tell John. I think.
Hey, do you know what? I'll do it.
But something like this.
Yeah. No, I'd love to. And I do apply to all the Shrewsbury bid ones, but I think in fairness, the last one I did was the last one I applied for was the Myths and Legend one, and I didn't get it because, and I assume it's because I haven't really worked with much big stuff like outside. I did do the Pride window a couple of years ago.
Did you?
Yeah, with the river. It was all Spirograph Pride colours of the river. And that was a lot of work. Like, they were like, oh, but it's just painting. It's not. I literally sat there with like different types of paper, painting like all of these different spirographs for a good month before I was able to like stick them all on. And I was terrified.
Well, listen, if there's any artists out there that want to collaborate with Rachel, if there's any musicians out there who want a really cool album cover, if there's...
Oh, please, that's a dream. I really want to do an album cover. I did do one, but then they were like, we want to be able to edit it. And I said, no. No.
But like, I don't know, Andy O'Brien, if you're listening to this, you know, great Shrewsbury musician, your silhouette on the back with the spirograph background, that'd be quite cool. Yeah, that's cool.
Yeah, give me a shout.
I'm thinking, can I, something for this episode, can I, because you know I've got my silhouette here, but my thing.
For sure, pop it in the background.
Pop it up.
Yeah, do it.
Wicked, wouldn't it? You've been incredible to chat to. Honestly, you're always great when you come on. And we're going to leave it longer, less than 6 years.
Yeah, let's. I promise I'll come back. Well, I'm back in Shrewsbury now, so whenever you want me.
What we can do is maybe between me and you, we can collaborate with artists on the podcast.
Please, yeah, I'd love that.
We can bring an artist on and get your minds together. Hey, this is a great idea.
Oh, a brainstorming podcast.
Yeah, bring up our artists on and be like, we're going to get a mural from you and a mural from you.
Have you had Cherie from Drawn on yet?
Yeah.
I'm part of Drawn.
Yeah, we did. So we religiously did Drawn every single time they did one. But then I changed jobs. I couldn't do it. Then I changed jobs again. Couldn't do it. So I've been able to get to drawing for ages.
They've got another one coming in April, I think. So
I've got Tat FB coming on soon. She messaged me the other day. She's like, I want to come back on the podcast. I'm spoken to her because she's the cake-toonist now, isn't she? On TikTok.
I will write that down. Cake-toonist.
Cake-toonist, very big TikTok following. Obviously, she's Tat FB used to do lots of art with my Shrewsbury, and then went on to do. We have a lot. I haven't spoken to artists in a while. It's something I've not been doing. So maybe
it's difficult, isn't it? Because, like, you know, this is a visual art. A lot of art is visual, and so as a podcast, like,
oh no, but
it's difficult.
Taking a walk around inside your head has been amazing today.
Thank you very much.
I love that with the creatives. I mean, that's the.
When do we get to walk around in your head, Alex?
We did that once with Sean Brennan Todd, and then we'll never ever access that ever again. It's locked in a vault. We will not discuss it. Because my head is a nightmare.
Okay.
No, I'm joking. I feel like I don't like talking about myself, but when I do, I kind of go for it, and I feel like it's hard to shut up.
But that's okay. That's okay. We've got time.
I have done. There is an Alex Whiteley episode of the Shrewsbury Biscuit on my own guest, which is weird.
That's weird.
And
but cool.
That was Vic's, my old co-host, and Sean Brennan Todd. They interviewed me.
Yeah.
That was very
this is not good podcast content, but
no, this is.
I'll send you a link of an interview with myself where it was a guy who, when he was 18 in the 70s, he did like VHS videos of himself asking questions to his future self, and as he came back in his 60s and answered the questions and stuff like that, it got really funny because like it was just sort of like, you know, oh, am I married? Like, yeah, you're married and very happy and everything. And oh, can I meet this person? He's like, she's 12 at the moment, so no. Like, no. You wait the 30 years before you meet her. Like,
that's incredible. That is. I mean, what would you ask yourself if you as your younger self?
Oh God, if I were my younger self, I'd just.
What advice would you give yourself?
I don't think I'd ask, if I'm honest. I was not a particularly.
I'd say to myself, listen to your mum.
Yeah, really?
Yeah, I made a lot of mistakes my mum told me not to make.
Fair.
Usually involving girls, but you know, there it goes.
Hey, no judgment. We've all fallen foul to girls. Yeah, I wasn't massively curious about other people when I was younger, which is something I'm really glad that I've evolved into. Like, I find other people.
So would you go back and be like, yo, just be a bit more outgoing?
I think I'd probably be like, stop drinking. You stop drinking when you're 25 and it is the best you've ever felt. So like, just stop now.
I'm trying to do more drinking. It sounds weird. I don't get out anymore. I don't go out. I don't socialise.
Well, you don't have to drink to socialise.
No, you don't. No, you don't. But what the point is, I want to go out and socialise and meet more people.
Absolutely.
I feel like I do these podcasts and I take him like a little nut with a squirrel.
There's a writing group every month at Cromwell's. That's
really?
Cool. Yeah. Poetry. No, it's sort of like a body doubling thing, which I would really like to do more of, because it's like basically people holding each other to account.
Okay.
So, you know, you sit there for a couple of hours and, like, you know, you quietly work together, you know. Like, okay. Yeah.
So you take your work, they read it, and you read their work, and then you sort of help each other with each other's work, sort of thing.
No, like, it's sort of like just like, you know, holding each other to account. Like, you know, you need to sit down and do this, so sit down and do this. And
ooh, I like that.
You know, you just like, I haven't actually been. I really want to go. Because my car, yeah, let's go together. I'm trying to remember when the next one is.
Cromwell's. We're going to bring some microphones.
It's definitely in February. I think it's the first Thursday of every month or something like that. So I'll text you.
Oh, yeah, that's it. We're making plans.
Yeah, right. I'll put links and stuff. Like, I feel really bad, but I forget all of these people's names.
Hey, well, I'll edit this back and I'll have a gander. Where can people look at your art? Buy commissions, buy bits of you. Where can
my website, www.spirographgirl.com, or I'm Spirograph Girl on pretty much everything, and you can generally tell because it's the little pink profile picture, and it's the one that hasn't posted in a while because she's forgotten.
Because she's busy thinking about a million different things.
But I'm sure there will be links in this podcast description. So
yes, I'll put the Instagram and the website at the bottom of this.
Appreciate.
Keep doing what you're doing. Don't ever give up. Don't ever give it up. All right.
Will do.
Thank you for coming on.
You too. Wait, you too. Thank you for coming on to your own podcast.
Yes, thank you. Thank you. I'm leaving that in.
Great.
I love that.
Thank you.
What a great episode. I love her. She's great. Fantastic. Thank you so much for the gift. We chatted for like an hour afterwards as well. Like, it's nice when that happens. Got lots going on. I don't have an episode per se booked for next week, but I do have lots of plans going ahead. There's going to be I've got a meeting next week with a creator of content, moi, and a creator of events, who you'll find out who I'm going to be speaking to very soon. Who was mentioned in the last week's episode, Claire Harvey. Here we go. Might as well do that because, there's people in this town that, take great pride in sort of moving people emotionally with events or content, or think like I just love making content, right? You see me making these little videos on Instagram and TikTok and stuff. That's because I actually just enjoy it. It's quite nice to go out and make stuff. I have a full-time job. I earn my money that way, but I do all this stuff on the side. So yeah, and also as a famous person coming on the podcast soon. This will be finalized today with an acceptance of a date and a time, but there's a famous person coming to Theatre 7 to do a live version of a show. But I don't want to say it yet because this is what kind of happens sometimes in what I do. I'll be like, I've got such and such coming on the podcast, and then they cancel and I look silly. So once it's confirmed, this famous person will be announced as a guest on the Shrewsbury Biscuit. We'll record it, we'll lock it in, and I'll give it to you guys. It's going to be good. There's also have an explorer booked in soon to come on the show. Another old friend that I love speaking to, the one and only Tat FB, the cake tunist as well. That'll be recording that next week, which is why I don't have an episode. Once I've recorded that, then I will. It's all a bit like the organization is there, kinda, That's how we run these things. So yeah, thank you so much for tuning into this episode. Hope you enjoyed it. I mean, it's always good getting and walking around the mind of a creative person, isn't it? That's why I love what I do. So I hope you enjoyed it. If this is your first time listening to the Shrewsbury Biscuit podcast, please give us a follow on social media. We're on Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok. TikTok is popping right now. I hadn't been posting stuff on there for ages. Now all of a sudden I am, and now people are like, oh yeah, there he is. So yeah, find me on TikTok. And if you do want to work with me on the Shrewsbury Biscuit, if you want to get involved, I do have a bit of time coming up. I have like a week and a half sort of annual leave coming up, where I want to plan some. I don't know, like a run of episodes, doing something particular. I don't know if there's anything you want to get involved with the Shrewsbury Biscuit. Whether you want to come and work with me creatively, whether you want to be a guest, or whether you want me to come to an event, just please get in touch. My email is shrewsburybiscuitpodcast@gmail.com. You can also find all the information you need to know about me at my website, which is the shrewsburybiscuitpodcast.co.uk, which is lovingly made for us by our friends at Web Orchard. If you need a website, they will make anything for you, whatever you're doing, and they'll make it perfectly, professionally, and it'll look amazing too. So if you do get a website, because I've told you to right now, just let Web Orchard know that it was me that sent you, because then they give me a pat on the back, because that's how it goes. Anyway, guys, this has been awesome. Thank you for tuning in. I'll catch you on the next episode. All right, peace out. Have a great day.
I took my lumps, roll with the punches, made my bed, ignored my hunches. I focused on the wrong stuff, but baby, you are the change now. Let them talk, let them talk, let them talk. Took my lumps, roll with the punches, made my bed, ignored my hunches. I focused on the wrong stuff, but baby, you are the change now.